Alright, ladies and gentlemen, let's just get through this because I cannot believe this was even a real fight night. Ladies and gentlemen, what is going on? Welcome back to the recap and breakdown. Today we are going to take a look at, somehow, UFC Fight Night, Erin Blanchfield versus Maycee Barber, which didn't even happen. Let's just get right into the card, starting with the prelims, ending with the main event, giving a bit of a recap and breakdown on what went on. Oh, as you can see, I was watching Dr. House. Don't worry about that. We're just going to skip on over, close that, and now we're at the fight night. Can you believe it? I can't. All right, starting off, before I even start the prelims, we had plenty of canceled fights on the card. Andreas Gustafsson versus Trevin Giles got canceled. Markel Medeiros versus Balaji Oki was canceled. Andreas Gustafsson versus Jeremiah Wells was the original planned bout, pulled off. Oban Elliott versus Ramiz Brahima did not happen. Erin Blanchfield versus Maycee Barber did not even happen on this card. The main event was canceled minutes before these ladies were set to walk out. I believe Barber was ready to walk out, and a seizure stopped her from the bout. We're going to start off with the early prelim opener of Alice Ardelaine versus Rayani Dos Santos. Now, I cannot believe that this happened. Alice Ardelaine completely outboxed Rayani Dos Santos. Dos Santos couldn't even get started. She was getting pieced up really good with a jab. The 1-2 was really clean from Alice. She couldn't get into striking range. She couldn't get into takedown range. Every time she shot, she got stuffed. 5 out of 6 takedowns, I believe, for Alice were stuffed. And Rayani, when she got that first one, the first takedown that even landed, it was absolutely horrendous. She got her down for maybe 4 seconds, and then she got right back up. Rayani Dos Santos proved to me, anyway, that she hasn't improved much farther between her bouts. I can't even talk. She hasn't improved much farther between her bouts with Pooja Tomar and Talita Alencar. I really thought she beat those girls. I really thought she was going to come out here and show Alice a thing or two. Turns out, when you have Tate wrap your fucking hands in the corner, you get superpowers, and you just don't lose. So Alice Ardelaine wins via decision, 30-27 in my opinion, but they gave her 29-28, I think, for some of them. Alice performed really well, man. I think she got 130-27. She really beat the shit out of Santos. She really passed the test with flying colors. I didn't think she was going to be able to do it. I thought, realistically, she lost to Melissa Martinez. She lost to Shawana Benin. Those are two kind of rough losses to have. She lost to Diana Belbita early in her career. Like, come on, dude. This is a little bit rough, a little bit sad. I can't even believe Randy lost. It is what it is. Let's just move on. Next on the prelims, Balaji Oki versus Michael Aswell. Michael Aswell is an absolute tank. This dude eats punishment like no other. Wades into the fire, is not afraid of a fight. Did win the first round, I think, against Oki. Performed quite well. Was showing incredible tenure and tentativeness. Is that the right word? Let's just even. I don't even. Tentative. No. Tentative. Tentative. Not certain or fixed. Provisional. Done without confidence. Exactly. Hesitant. Oh, wait. No. Then I'm wrong. Fuck. What's the other word? See, this is why I look up the words. I'm just saying random shit that I don't even know what I'm saying. Not tentativeness. What's the word? Showing. God damn it. It was impressive, okay? Michael Aswell was really impressive. This kid went out there, beat Oki in the first round. Looked like he was actually going to be able to stop Oki. I think, truthfully, Oki pulled off a little bit on the first round. It seemed really like he was holding his own back, because at the start of that second round, he kind of came out guns blazing, was beating the shit out of Aswell with everything, just absolutely expunged everything at his disposal, was landing really nice kicks, really nice body work, was switching it up, landing some unorthodox shots, almost put Michael Aswell down twice. Aswell ate everything. Any lesser man would have went down to Balaji Oki. Any lesser man would have went down. Michael Aswell is a tank. That kid is Jose Medina, but at 155, absolute beast. Can definitely win a fight at 155. It's just, unfortunately, has not gotten the best of opportunities inside the UFC, given Bogdangrad in the 10 Contender Series, given Yater Davale back in Fury, and given Balaji Oki now at UFC Fight Night. A little bit unfortunate. He is good in Fury. He is good on the regional scene. I would like to see him back, maybe fighting someone else at 155. He is quite good, quite a tank. But Balaji Oki wins a unanimous decision. It was quite clear that he won. Couldn't put it together at 30-27, clear 29-28. So if you took the spread, you fucking lost on that too, because Blanchfield's a little bit of a bum there, but it is what it is. Solid win for Blanchfield. An impressive Michael Aswell, who was set to take another bout at Fury in the future against Cameron Graves. Graves, excuse me. It just did not happen. Aswell was probably going to win that fight anyway, but, you know, at least he gets a UFC contract. I believe he got a couple fights, I think 2 or 3, so hopefully they bring him back. Next on the prelims, Jordan Levitt versus Kurt Holloway. Now, that was the most impressive. I can't talk today. Something is wrong with me. I may be dying. Maybe it's the fact that I didn't smoke any weed today. That's a fucking high opportunity or possibility. I don't know what I'm saying anymore. We're just saying words. We're just saying words. If they work, they fucking work. Okay. The Monkey King dude submitted Kurt Holloway so quick. It was so impressive. The wrestling was so slick. His flexibility was so insane, and he just got Kurt right down and just immediately snatched up an anaconda choke, and Kurt just refused to tap and just went out cold. He has not been submitted like that in his entire career. I think he had an armbar early in his career or something. Yeah, Shane Burgos hit him with an armbar even after he knocked him down. It was like a fluke win. And Jordan Levitt says, nope. No fluke here, bud. I'm going to submit you super, super, super quick. He just had a kid. I don't know if it was a baby girl, but usually when guys have baby girls, they just absolutely run out there and start torching guys, making runs at titles, and start just fighting every couple months, just looking like world beaters. Charles Oliveira is the epitome of that. That guy was literally a quitter, had a kid, and just went on like an 11-win streak. Okay? Like, you go off, bro. The King went off. He went off. He submitted Kurt Holloway, upsetted my night, got me really upset because he was so impressive that it kind of pissed me off. But Jordan Levitt, you have my bow, sir. You have my absolute undivided attention now at 155. You are a king. We're going to move on next on the prelims. The last featured prelim. I don't even know how the fuck this is a real card, seriously. Alan Nascimento versus Rafael Filo. Alan Nascimento was just getting bodied in the first round. The stand-up was clearly so out of class, it wasn't even a joke. Alan Nascimento had no business being on the feet with Rafael Filo, and if Filo didn't make 2 crucial mistakes, one in round 2 and one in round 3, he would have won the fight. But instead, he messes up takedowns, messes up the scrambles, ends up in bottom position in both rounds 2 and 3. With more than half the round to go, after landing decent strikes in both rounds, wins round 1 clear, hurt Alan Nascimento quite good, got on top, held him there, ground and pound for the first round. Second round came up, Filo just kind of fell apart. He really did. He let himself get taken down in the second round. And then comes the third round, he's a little bit gassed, and then makes another mistake, gets put on his ass again, and loses a 29-28 unanimous decision to Alan Nascimento, who has not stepped into the octagon in a year and a half. Now, Rafael Filo is a real pastor. I'm sure he went on Sunday morning after that and prayed to his God for fucking some good luck in the future. It was impressive, dude, still, because Rafael Filo, Daniel Barrez choke, Odia Osborne choke, beat Amir Albazi in ADXC, which is super, super impressive. But we can't displace Alan Nascimento, dude. He just absolutely torched up Filo in those rounds, made back everything that he from the mistake he made in round 1, and just changed up the game plan. Went right for what Filo is uncomfortable, which is in that bottom position, and held him there. Won the fight, won it clear. A good one for Alan Nascimento. Now, next on the main card, Zachary Reese, or next to start off the main card, Zachary Reese versus Dusko Todorovic. They put you on the start of the main card for a finish. They specifically do that so that people tune in and they get excited. That was some of the biggest bullshit I've ever watched in MMA. These guys had 1 round in the max, and as soon as that first round ended, you knew how it was going to go. It was just going to be a slop fest, which it was. I believe Dusko probably won round either 1 or 2, but Zachary Reese ends up coming out with a 29-28 unanimous decision against Dusko Todorovic. Dusko really should be out of the UFC at this point. I believe that's 3 losses in a row, 2 by finish. It is. It was a knee injury on the other one, but it is what it is still. Zachary Reese looked terrible. Still looks like a can. I believe he's going to get mauled by anyone else at 185, so just look out for that. Dusko did rock him pretty good, too. There was a lot of clinching because he didn't really know what to do. There was a lot of holding and a lot of just kind of breathing. These guys were completely gassed. which is understandable, but Zachary Reese should have been able to put him out. This fight should not have gone past 1.5 rounds. It did. These guys did not have any cardio whatsoever. A little bit sad to see, but it is what it is. Unanimous win for Zachary Savage Reese, who closed the second round as a fucking even money line, which is wild to me. He was like a minus 125 and swelled up to a minus 170, 200. Yeah, I really can't believe that it was even that close. That puts a lot of doubt in my mind about Zachary Reese, man. A lot of doubt, because Dusko's not that good. He really isn't. He has a bit of power, and I guess Zach was a little bit scared from the last knockout, but Jesus Christ, dude. Next, on the main card, we had Ketlen Vieira versus Maycee Chasson at a dead weight class featherweight at 145. Ketlen Vieira missed weight at 146. They moved up to 145 to allow her to, make the weight and make the fight. I believed Maycee Chasson was going to go out there and beat the shit out of Vieira. Her boxing was crisper, a little bit better everywhere, in my opinion. It just wasn't it. Maycee Chasson got outboxed. She got struck completely. The takedowns were non-existent. Vieira was having none of it. She just beat the hell out of Maycee. She literally beat the hell out of her. It was just 3 rounds of beatdown. There's no way Maycee even won 1 round. Maybe the third, but I doubt it. Ketlen Vieira was just very impressive. I didn't really pay attention too much to this fight. I was already pissed off from the fights before, to be completely honest. But it was a good win for Maycee Chasson, I guess. Or for Ketlen Vieira, I guess. I mean, I thought Chasson was really going to just go out there and torture. She has 4 inches of reach. She looked so good against Maya Bueno Silva. Just beat the hell out of her. Penny Kinsad finished her when, excuse me, Kellen decisioned her. So a little bit of MMA math there. She looked a little bit better on the tape as well. Looked a little bit faster, and just turns out on fight night when you're 10 pounds up on a weight class that you shouldn't be at, and Ketlen Vieira didn't drain whatsoever. Yeah, that is what happens. Weight bullies do exist. Now, next on the main card, Dustin Jacoby versus Bruno Lopez. And Lopez chooses to get into a firefight with Dustin Jacoby, which is not what you want to do with a big kickboxer like that who has super long fucking reach. 76 inches of reach, 206, just absolute devastating power. This guy has most of his wins by round 1 TKO or KO, which is 12 of them out of his 21 victories. And he adds to it, right? He just adds to it because Bruno Lopez chooses to get into a firefight. He'd already been cracked by Brendan Ribeiro early on in the Contender Series, and it was just very clear that Bruno Lopez does not have that strong of a chin. If he gets into a firefight, he's most likely going down, and that's exactly what happened here. Dustin Jacoby hits him with a right hook and a left, and the left drops him. Right hook behind it while he's already got half-bent knees, puts him out cold, and Dustin Jacoby just wins a very, very good when I say really good win in the UFC, I guess Bruno Lopez is not really that highly rated. Beat Magomed Gaziasulov, I guess, by decision. Mikhail Sajranini, or Sajraini, or Nyani, whatever the fuck is, I don't know, bro. This Georgian loser. Anyway, Dustin Jacoby looked good, bro. He looked really good. Just big, very, very large for the weight class. 6'3", 205, just jacked. Fucking massive. What a win. Now, next on the main card, we had the co-main event of the evening, I guess, because that is what it was. It turned out to be. Ramiz Brahimaj versus Billy Ray Goff. Now, Goff was a minus 400 favorite. Ramiz Brahimaj was the biggest underdog on the card and goes out there and torches Billy Ray Goff in round 1. Snatches up a ninja choke against Billy Ray Goff after sitting against the cage for maybe 2 minutes. Just finds his opening. Billy tries to do everything to get out of it. He switches up to a fucking modified guillotine and just rips on that shit. And Billy gets passed out half on his feet. And he's out cold. He's out stiff on the ground. He's sleeping. Billy Ray Goff, the tenured prospect, gets put the fuck out cold and now has to reset his due in the UFC, man. He just lost a big fight against a guy who really should not have won. The biggest win for Ramiz Brahimaj in the last 4 years was Mickey Gall, and that was a knockout, his first one of his career. That is retarded. Realistically, that is wild. That really is wild. Really good, really impressive from Billy Ray Goff to just go out there and lose like that. And also really impressive for Ramiz Brahimaj to just snatch it up like that. Really good win for him. I'm impressed. Pissed off that my parlay lost, but it is what it is. Billy Ray Goff would have been it. Of course, I have to lose by 1 in the most ridiculous shit. Whoop-de-doo. We're going to move on to the main event of the evening because it didn't happen. This main event didn't happen. Blanchfield and Barber did not happen. I was fucking pissed off, too, because Barber would have gotten mauled. Blanchfield would have submitted Barber so quickly, it wouldn't even have been funny. It would have been round 2 or 3 maybe. I guess the co-main event of the evening. But our main event of the evening, Mateusz Gamrot versus Ludwig Klein. Klein took no chance. I don't know how a ranked 5 guy is fighting so far down below in the rankings that he doesn't even have a number. But Gamrot just torched Klein up like he did. He just mauled him. Klein was so much better on the feet, but the fucking chain wrestling from Gamrot and just the overwhelming pressure and the top position and the just shoulder pressure and the side control and then switch back to half guard and elbows and side control and half crucifix and then lets you back up and goes back to half guard like holy mount, beats the shit, makes you take the back. Like Gamrot is so overwhelming with that pressure, bro. He's so good. He looked so clean on Saturday night. It was super impressive. Ludwig Klein just didn't have any answers. He couldn't figure anything out, man. There wasn't a whole lot he could do. It just isn't. When you're fighting Mateusz Gamrot, you have to be a super, super slick striker with super good takedown defense, or you have to just throw all that out the window and just try and maul him. You just have to try and Bobby Green him and just try and daddy the shit out of him like he did to Grant Dawson. There's not a whole lot Klein really could have done. I don't think. The front kicks down the middle would have helped a lot. He did start using his kicks and stuff. He did hurt Gamrot pretty good too. It's just Gamrot when he's hurt goes into full fucking primal instinct mode, and the first thing that he does is going to grab your leg, and that's kind of what happens. He was in a position similar to Chris Curtis or Yuri Prohaska where he shoots in for a takedown and is eating elbows, but he doesn't really go out. He eats them and just keeps going. That's also pretty impressive from him, but a good win from Mateusz Gamrot, and that ends the night of a crappy night of fights, guys. I'm not going to lie. What is this, 16 minutes? That's all we had. That's all we had for the night. Hopefully you guys did enjoy. Make sure to drop a like and subscribe if you did not already. Alan Nascimento did miss weight as well as Ketlin Vieira. It is quite sad to see, but hopefully these guys figure their shit out. Hopefully Maycee Barber is okay. Rayani Dos Santos versus Alice Ardelane was the fight of the night. That's how you know that was the worst fight night of all time. Anyway, that's all I got for you guys today. Hope you guys did enjoy. I will see you guys all tomorrow for the predictions and breakdowns for UFC 316 Sugar Sean O'Malley versus Merab Dvalishvili 2, which is taking place on Saturday, the 7th of June, 2025. I'll take you guys all then. Peace.